Hey guys, welcome to Flat Top King. Today is about the homemade Italian meatball sub. Absolutely fantastic with the marinara, the melted cheese. You guys stay tuned. All right, so I posted a video not too long ago when we used frozen meatballs, and what the backlash I got. The whole video was based on easy, but so many people said, man, if you're gonna create a video, you have to make homemade meatballs. So since that time, I've been on like the earth scorched area of finding the best meatball recipe. But if you're anything like me, not one recipe will do it. I like combine, mix and match. What flavors do you like? I've said it 1,000 times. You have to make what you like. And I think that we've got a fantastic homemade meatball recipe that we're about to show you with the help of a friend. Matt, thank you so much. Let's get started. All right, let's run down the ingredients really quick. So this is what we got going on. We got ground pork, ground beef, Italian sausage. I'm gonna chop up some parsley. We got some basil, some eggs. I went ahead and roasted a whole head of garlic. I'm gonna show you guys a really good trick with that one. Just day-old white bread. I've just kind of slightly cut the crust off. Pecorino Romano cheese. We're gonna grate that. That's gonna give an incredible flavor. Ricotta, which is gonna help with that creaminess and softness. And then of course to go on top, we got the Italian style creamy blend, the marinara, and the sub rolls that we got the other day from Publix that were absolutely fantastic.
Show us what they look like, because these are the best sandwich rolls.
Italian style, deli style sub rolls, 2 count. All right, really quick before I get started, before you guys hate on me on this, there was a back and forth what we should get. Now, typically, I would like a more fresher mozzarella, grate it myself or something like that. But when you're melting on a griddle, it's extremely hard. You have to use dry or wet heat. So you need something to help you a little bit. And we wanted the melted cheese. So this is what we got. So back off on me from not using the real stuff.
We were also trying to keep it a little bit cheaper because the price of ingredients is going up. And just to get mozzarella fresh, like $10.
Golly, it's brutal. All right. So let's get started. So the first things first, I'm gonna set the meat to the side. I'm going to take just this bread and just roughly kind of like tear it, rip it, just rough pieces like that. I'm going to crack 2 eggs. This is all, I'm adding kind of like the wet ingredients now because it's all, the bread is going to absorb it. And it just kind of helps, like it kind of helps soften the bread and everything else. So the ricotta, we've got 3/4 cup. So 1, 3. We're gonna do salt and pepper to taste. Remember, your Parmesan cheese is already salty, so balance the salt with that. Ton of fresh cracked pepper, I like it. You guys can add red pepper at this point. My wife does not like heat, and plus we're making a lot for the girls. Yep. My girls love meatballs. One likes it with sauce, the other one doesn't. Trust me, I know it's difficult. All right, with the onion, this is going to add moisture. I'm going to show you guys really quick. So just take the onion, because all that juice kind of like comes out of the onion. All right, so there's the grated onion. We're going to come back in here. I've got about, I don't know, 4 or 5 things of basil. Rough chop that. We're going to rough chop a little bit of a Italian style parsley. Honestly, I don't think the parsley adds any flavor. People would think I'm crazy, but I think it's more for color. With the roasted garlic, we're just going to squeeze it out. I'm going to try to save 4 really good heads to go on our toasted garlic bread before we even put the subs together. So we're going to save those for later. 1. All right, for the rest of it, we're just going to squeeze from the bottom. Just let all that roasted garlic go in there. That is, if you've never roasted garlic, I challenge you to roast garlic. It
is so
As a
easy.
fan of food, and if you're on this channel and you follow me for a while, you know I wouldn't stray you in any wrong direction. If you are scared of it or think that it's too powerful, it is an absolute game changer. It becomes sweet and soft, and it is just one of the best things out there, I think. So we got our garlic. Let's just recap really quick. So we're going to grate this, and I'm looking at about 1/2 cup of this. So this is what we got, the Publix brand. Bob, I just want you to know, the only reason why I'm grating this today is because of you. I already have some in the refrigerator, in the green can that's calling my name. And the only reason well, I'm grinding this cheese is because you said it's better. And I tend to agree with you. We're going to change that. We're going to go about, yeah, that's probably fun. We can save that for later. Once all that's in there, I'm just going to add the Italian sausage, the ground beef, and the pork. At this point, basically, I just gloved up. It's only because I didn't really feel like washing my hands that much. But the best tools you could ever have in your arsenal when you're cooking are your hands. And this is no different. The ricotta, the Parmesan cheese, all those flavors. You're going to hear somebody that says, whatever you do, don't overwork your meat. However, I firmly agree. It's extremely hard to value what's overworked considering there's so many ingredients. So once you think you've got it just really incorporated, I would just leave it right there. We're going to portion these out in balls. I am going to go on the smaller point, like maybe like a little bit smaller than a golf ball. I like my meatballs just a little bit smaller. And then we're going to refrigerate them for an hour. All right, once your mix is mixed up, just go ahead and try to portion them out. Try to keep your meatballs even as possible. If you guys have a ice cream scoop or something like that, that's a really good way to make it even. You want your cooking times to be even. That's why we're doing this. You know, you don't want one large ball, one small ball. So just eyeball it. It's not going to matter. I know one thing. That has to be the longest hour of my life. Oh, geez. All right. It's important, though. So here we go. We're going to up the flavor a little bit. We're taking that bread that we talked about. Slice it right in half. Not all the way. Right? Just like that. So this is the idea. Remember that garlic that we saved? This is softened butter to about a tablespoon on each side, and then 2 cloves per side. If you guys don't like garlic, you don't have to do it, but I'm telling you, it's just so much flavor. Kind of make like a garlic butter paste there, just working it in there. See how easy it is to dissolve right in that butter? Take a look at that pecorino romano. Just like that on both sides. This is going to create like almost like a layer of flavor, but it's going to protect the bread so it doesn't get too soggy. Our flat top's preheated. Give these things plenty of space. You want the crust to build. That's part of the flavor. Turn them often. It hasn't been long, but I always try to teach you guys something, right? So the first thing I did was use my tongs to try to flip them. It's building a crust. When we talk about smash burgers, we talk about you got to get the crust off of the griddle yourself. You can't expect it just to flip naturally. So I just want to show you real quick. See how it's kind of pulling? Like you can't really get it off. Just use like a little scraper. Get underneath the crust. Just like that. I want to pick out some of these that are just the perfect size. Go ahead and finish them right into that sauce. I'm just moving these over. You just want to constantly flip them, rotate them, move them around. Just let the heat finish cooking them off to the side. Now that we got the meatballs off to the side, we got our meatballs simmering in the sauce. Get all that garlic bread. Clean surface. Right on top. Put a little weight. Oh yeah. All that roasted garlic, the Parmesan cheese. Now look, that creates a crust. I don't know if you can hear it. But it kind of stops that sauce from like absorbing straight into the bread and making it too soggy. You take all that grease, all those extras. Just come back in here and just top it off with some of that cheese that you like. Just like that. All right, I'm gonna turn the flat top off because it's been on. I'm gonna add steam on this side, shut the lid, and let that steam have like a convection style effect. I've let it rest for a couple minutes. Now she said my meatball could be too moist. Look at that.
Super hot.
No.
Give me a bite.
Look, I don't make these often. And it seems like I always try to change up the recipe. But that is what you want in a meatball. You don't want it overcooked. The basil. I mean, oh my God. The crust.
That's flavorful meatball.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Got that cheese out melted. I'm gonna top it just a little bit more sauce because we like ours saucy. Almost too messy to eat. Golly. I know it seems like a long time, but sometimes there's certain things that are worth it. Did that come out correctly?
Yep.
Okay. The flat top's already clean. Bite in this big old mammer jammer. My wife said the meatballs look too small. And I said, if you remember, when I try to teach people something, you gotta remember, you don't wanna bite into a meatball and have like 3/4 of it hanging out, or bite into it and have it fall. So you're trying to balance that size versus what your mouth can chew. I feel like the bigger meatballs would be extremely hard to eat in a meatball sub versus if you just had it on a plate of spaghetti or something like that. That's just my 2 cents. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that cheese, the garlic, I love garlic. Can you hang on with me just a little bit longer? 30 out of 10. This might be one of the better ones that we've ever had, made, produced. The meatballs are outstanding. I'm gonna give you my honest reason why. Everything was thought of. The roasted garlic, the butter and Parmesan cheese on the toasted bread, getting the right bread. I mean, it's all coming together. The meatballs are absolutely fantastic. That char from the crust to the flavors, the sauce, you gotta like your sauce. Oh my God. I just want you to taste this. I know this is a hard bite for you on camera, but try to taste that. Going the extra mile with the butter and garlic and the bread. The extra dab of sauce, I think, does it extremely well. I can't compliment this enough. Thank you for the people that pushed me to say make your own meatballs, because I'm telling you, this was the kicker. You got all those extra meatballs. You can freeze them. You can serve them with any type of sauce you want. Now you can make any sauce that you want to go on with it.
Fantastic.
Thanks for watching. Hey, tag us on the griddle group. Find us. What are you guys making? We get such inspiration from you guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to press that subscribe button. Pound the notification button. Share it with your friends. Fantastic. Peace.